So for today's challenge, the theme is called Dark Colors, where basically all the towers here are black or gray. And so the restrictions here for this challenge are Ultra Juggernaut and Crosso Master, Perma Charge, Moab Eliminator, Tax Zone, Super Glue, Elite Sniper and Elite Defender, Energizer, Carrier Flagship, Sky Shredder and Flying Fortress, Apache Prime and Special Operations, Biggest One and Pomp and Awe, Legend of the Night, Grand Sabo and Master Bomber, and for the hero I selected Void Dora. Now there are some towers that I felt were kind of a bit iffy that I decided not to include. Those towers kind of being Firelord is one of them because, well, yes, it is kind of a dark color theme all around. It doesn't really fit the spirit challenge because there's a lot of purple, green, red, as you can see, and plus I think we've already kind of seen enough of Firelord. Tech Terror and Anti-Balloon, well, yes, they are gray. There's a bit too much color here, a bit too much red and yellow, so did decide not to include that. Grandmaster Ninja, this was also kind of a difficult one because, well, yes, it's mainly red, mainly black or gray. I feel like there's a bit too much red here, and so I decided not to include that anyways. And I guess this also makes this challenge a lot more difficult since we just can't use Grandmaster Ninja plus, you know, Shinobi tactics. So is this possible? Who knows? Who knows? But I guess today we will kind of see. I do have to upgrade all the towers into their dark theme, so I do have to, anything I place down does have to be upgraded to its kind of dark color. This is going to be a bit difficult since I'm about to start with dark sub, but oh well, oh well. And the map, of course, we chose is Haunted just because I felt like this was pretty good for kind of a dark theme. I could have done Cabin, but I figured that would have been a bit too easy, so I decided not to do that. And so basically my strategy for late game, I'm thinking, is probably maybe going to be Permacharge if I had to kind of guess. I think Permacharge is probably the strongest and easiest thing that we have here that isn't like, you know, that isn't really, you know, Apache Prime. The only issue is that this is kind of a weird map for Permacharge anyways, but I mean, I guess we can make it work. And if not, my backup plan could always just be pump levels into Adora because level 20 Adora is pretty cracked. All right, I think I'll get Adora here-ish. I think it's fine. And then good thing Adora is pretty good for early game. It's just kind of a mid game that sucks. So we will have to go for kind of a mid game tower to hopefully maybe save it for Permacharge. And hopefully maybe that mid game tower can be Crossmaster since we do have to upgrade the Dart Monkey into its kind of dark form anyways. Thankfully, you don't have to go all the way straight for Energizer as Spoon 20 Reactor is still pretty dark. So thankfully, I can just kind of stop at tier 4. And I think I will need Reactor anyways, just for kind of D camo. Because looking at the towers here, it's really only like kind of the military and magic towers that using camo. And since we're going to be relying on mainly primaries, I think having D camo would be pretty good. Thankfully, early game is incredibly easy kind of going for this. Now that we've got our sub upgrade, I think I'm probably just going to rush straight for Sharpshooter. Hopefully maybe see if I can save up straight for XBM. I kind of doubt it looking at this defense, but who knows, maybe Adora can maybe carry us there. And I think I might want to maybe get my Permacharge. I think I'll probably put it next to Adora. I was thinking maybe put it on the other side just because, you know, split the damage. So I mean, since we're going to have Crossmaster over here, I think putting Permacharge here I think is fine. And correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure the bad also comes from here. I think Moabs do come from this side as well. And of course, the crossbow, we're going to be going bottom crossbow just because they hit leads. Kind of need that lead detection for DT's late game. And in terms of support, we don't really have too much except for Sabotage. You can't really go for Mob Glue because Mob Glue isn't really dark color, it's white. And then Relentless Glue is gray. And so really it's only Super Glue that's black or dark colored. So we can't really go for that. Turbocharge now. And then hopefully Turbocharge will allow you to save up straight for Cross Master. And I think I can maybe go for some merchant support after the Mob. Just gonna help out against camos on 42. And so I think I'll just use Adora's ability and hopefully that should solo. But thankfully we do have sacrifices. And so I think I can maybe sacrifice the Cross Master late game, which I think will prove to be helpful. So we'll get Reactor now. And then here we just see if we can save up straight for Cross Master, although I kind of doubt it. Man, we are awful against Moab class balloons, and in fact, we're dead this round. This is fine because I can easily just use Turbocharge to win this, although the second Moab that comes out this round might be a bit of a problem. So we'll have to see what I need to do for that, which I think we can easily just kind of maybe unsubmerge and we should be fine for that. And it also comes on this side, which is not ideal. Actually, that was a lot easier. We're like 4k off from Cross Master, which is nice. And so I think maybe after Cross Master, we're just going to straight up solo till 80. And the ones kind of around 81 plus come, we're just going to sacrifice it to Adora. Just because Cross Master is not really going to be useful for those rounds. But it will be good for mid game. And I think I will use Permacharge abilities here. Are we good there? Barely again. But we can afford it, I'm pretty sure, like this round. So Should be a lot easier from here on out. If we're not dead to Moab class balloons. Permacharge ability has come out. We're not permacharge. Turbocharge. And we leak 1 red balloon. Nice. So we use Adora ability, and then hopefully the earlier damage on the Moab will prove useful. And I kind of want to use Turbocharge when both Moabs are in range, so if I can use it ASAP. Didn't really get it. And the same things can happen. Nope, we're even worse this time. And then Submerge again, and then use Adora's ability. And I can't really use Turbocharge here. Whoops, I click Submerge. Hopefully it doesn't screw me there. Thank you. Then Crossmaster is afforded now, and so basically mid-game is pretty much free. So next difficult rounds is probably going to be the 80s. This is of course assuming that this guy can be 63 and 78 and 76 as well. Hopefully we can be semi-close to permacharge by then. This round's looking a bit close, so let me use permacharge, not turbocharge now, and then we're so close to permacharge. If I could just get it now, then I think we win. Alrighty, permacharge has been afforded before 76 and 78, so I guess that's great. So this should be quite simple. I still think I'm just going to wait until 80 plus to sacrifice him. And so I'm still going to have a lot of cash left over since it's only like, what, around 77. And the 80s do give a decent chunk of change. So I think maybe the best towers I could probably get at this point would maybe be carrier flagship, if it is even needed. I guess I'll just hold on to the cash and wait. But I do want to get a Sabo at some point, as I think that's going to be helpful, especially for like 95 and 99 as well. So I'm going to have to rely heavily on Adora's abilities for that round. So for the ZOMG, you're just going to use Permacharge's ability, and that should be a easy GG. Exactly. And then I'll use Adora's sacrifice ability now. Sorry, Cross the Master fans, but Cross the Master just isn't really that good. Probably should have waited till I actually need it, just because Adora does get increased attack speed with the ability active. But oh well. Hopefully I don't ever get that, but I mean Adora is 16, so I think it should be fine. Although maybe not, because we are kind of dying here. So let me use Long Arm of Light, and then we should be good here. Who knows, maybe I do need carrier flagship. And I think I will go get it right now. So I guess I'll place it, I don't know, here-ish. Since we aren't going to be doing any damage on the other side, might as well get it there-ish. Well, it's not really going to be doing too much until we get to tier 5. Aircraft carrier at this point. It's not really going to be too useful. But I think Adora is good enough that we can honestly hold out for some time. Our ceramic damage isn't terrible, so I'll use Long Armor of Light now for the fortifieds that are coming in. And once that expires, I'll use Permacharge. Oh man, our fortified damage sucks. Are we good here? I don't think so. I think this round should be fine, even though there's a long line of Moabs. I'm pretty sure this round. I think got it in the bag. So I'll use Adora's level 3. Pretty easy round, all things considered. And then we're pretty close to flagship. After that, we'll go get a Sabo, and then I'll just hold on to money from there to see if we need anything else. Maybe Elim for the bad if we don't have enough bad damage, but I honestly think we should with Carrier, Permacharge, and Adora. I think we might get level 20 Adora, I don't know. We might have to sacrifice a little bit more. Hopefully I don't. COMG's this round. Carrier flagship. Don't think it should be too much of a problem. Use Permacharge ability. Then flagship could honestly straight up solo this one. Although it's going to take a bit of a long time to do so. Alright, so we'll get Savo, I guess, here-ish. It's fine. So this round has a lot of ZOMGs. I'm actually going to use Permacharge ability now, so that way pop down this side of ZOMGs. So that way we can focus on this side. Alright, Savo has been acquired. Now, DT rounds might be a bit of an issue just because DTs aren't going to get decamoed till kind of very late in the track. Like around here-ish, because we don't have village, but I think it should be fine. And a lot of long line of fortified mobs this round. I'll use long arm. I don't think I'll need it for 90, because I mean we do have ball light and Sabo and permacharge if things aren't too good. All right, so let's see how DTs are. I think we should be fine, honestly. Yeah, fine-ish. It's not perfect, but it'll do. There's a lot of stuff this round, so I'll use long armor of light now, and that seems to be it. Adora is almost 18, so it seems we'll get like 18, 19 Adora. We won't get 20. Bit of a shame, but oh well. I'll use ZOMGs this round. I think this is I'll use Permacharge. I think I'll do that. Although maybe not, because now there's a lot of Cerams here. I had to use both, but oh well. We do have long armor light, and we're still dead? Question mark? No, we hold on barely. And so let's see if I need to use light, or we have Permacharge up, which I think I will use. Perfect. And I'll see if I can save Adora's ability for next round, see if we need it. 94 is a pretty dense-ish round, so let me see if I can beat kind of one side at a time. So I'll use level 3 now and see how much that helps. I don't really want to use Ball of Light because I do need that for next round. I'll use Permacharge now. The only issue is that using that now, we're going to get overrun by Cerams. Nope. But ZOMGs are making it really far. So we need to use Permacharge early, then Adora. Permacharge, then Adora. So I think I'll just use it immediately, so that way I have it up for 95. And see if we can beat this side. And once that runs out, I'll use Long Arm of Light. So I'll use that now. Don't really want to use level 10 just yet. And then I think I might need to use Permacharge for the end here. Because now we're looking too good. So I'll use it now, but we're still dead. Let's see. I could get another Sabo. That is always an option because I don't really have any more utility from here. So I guess I'll get another one and then I'm free to use one this round. So when I activate Permacharge, I'll use Sabo then once balloons get pretty far. So I think like here-ish, and then I think that should be all we need. So hopefully Permacharge can break down ZOMGs here. I don't really want to put it on strong just in case we get overrun. I'll use level 3 now, and we still have a Sabo up, which is perfect, but we're still struggling here. All right, so hear me out, hear me out. Dark Knights. Dark Knight's not a bad option. I don't have to go straight for Dark Champion because this guy's already pretty dark anyways. He is Batman, so I think Dark Knight should hopefully be fine. It's kind of uncrossed Matt Dark Knight, so it's not going to be too good from the start, but I think that's fine. Now, is it better than Sabo? Who knows? Who knows? Let me use Permacharge, and I think I will just have to use Sabo here, because I don't see another way we're beating it. Let me try to see if I get it on strong. It's targeting the wrong ZOMGs, but whatever. Then I'll use Long Arm of Light now. Let's get Plasma Blast, and then if it's looking bad, I can always Dark Shift, is the thing. So I can move it like here-ish. And then it seems that Dark Knight is literally all we needed. Yep. Dark Knight OP. Dark Knight OP. The 95 is a pretty long round, so we do have all of our abilities up in time, so this should be a pretty easy round. So I'll just use Sabo ability and then I'll use Permacharge. And then I'll put Dark Knight on strong. And I'll use Long Arm of Light for the ends. I think 96 isn't really be too difficult of a round. What level's Adora? 18. Cool. And then, do we need to use Permacharge here? I will use it. 98 might be a difficult round, but I guess we'll have to wait and see. Level 20 Adora might be... Actually, I need to get you one first. Level 20 Adora might be a necessity, in which case I can get maybe another Sabo and then sacrifice this one. Which I think I might end up doing, is sacrifice another Sabo to see if we can get level 20 Adora. I haven't had to use Ball of Light yet, so that's a good sign. Let me Dark Shift up here, just so we get the mob damage from Dark Knight. And I have to use Long Arm of Light for the ends. If we're still alive at the end? Yeah, we're good. Alright, 97. I think this round should honestly be fine. We do have Dark Knight on one side and Permacharge on the other. Both do pretty good mob damage, and the slow effect from Dark Knight is pretty good. So Dark Shift you up. And then I think that's all we need, so I need to use this for the ends, which means you won't have it up for the middle of 98, but that's fine. Alright, so for this round, I think maybe we use one Sabo immediately, and then I'll sacrifice this one, and then, yes, we get max level Adora, which is perfect. And then I'll use Permacharge. And see how we do now. I'll use Arm of Light, and then I'll use Ball of Light. And then I think that should honestly be all we need, yeah. Level 20 Adora is pretty cracked, like I did say. 99, we don't have any abilities up except for Permacharge, but maybe that should be a non-issue. Let me get you on strong. I think we're just holding up Fortified DTs barely, and then I think for the bad we should have no issue. If the bad is a problem, we do always have Elim, which I don't think we can actually afford Elim, but I mean Assassin is still dark colored anyway, so I will allow it. And then I think this should honestly be fine. And we also have level 20 coming up pretty soon. And then that should be a GG. Let me put you on here. You're not popping very slowly. Sabo? Ooh, that's not good. This is in a very bad position. Let me sacrifice one of the assassins for more attack speed. And then I don't think this reaches, but I think it should be fine. And then let's dark shift over here. Oh, he's still on strong. Okay, so let me get you on first. And then I think we just kind of spam assassins because we have the money to. So just hurry up and pop, will ya? Didn't really seem to pop much earlier, so that's a bit of a problem. Let me use assassin here. Sacrifice the Mauler. We'll get ready to dark shift. Dark shift now, and then that's it. So that's Chimps mode with dark colored towers. As you can see, everything here is dark color. Ignore the Mauler that I ended up sacrificing. We'll just not count that. So yeah, that was that.